we're going to handle the visibility of sign up and login button, and based on that we're going to handle password and confirm password fields. So we'll hide confirm password when a user is in the login mode, otherwise we'll show it. So let's start. First of all, we'll need to know what's the current state of that page. So I'm gonna try creating an enum class. If you're not aware of enums are just like in Dart. You can understand that it's just like a list of integer values, but like you define names here, so it's easy to understand. The extension can be sealed classes, but sealed classes are not available in Dart language. So uh, I'm gonna create an enum class called let's say authentication type, and enum authentication type, and I'm gonna make it, let's say I'm gonna add sign in and sign up. So that's created. By default, user will be I'm gonna make it private. So by default, user will be on sign in screen. It's giving me an error, I believe. I will need to import that. So press Alt Enter, and it's gonna give you the possible options. I'm gonna import authentication type, and you may add double dots here. So what's gonna happen, like with double dots, if suppose it's on my home page, so it's gonna go back. If I'm gonna add a single dot, it's gonna remain in the same package. Double dots is gonna go out of the package and find enum there, and from enum you can find authentication type. If there's another class in the same package, I could add just one dot or no dot now with the update in Dart language. I'm gonna remove this because I don't need it anymore. And yeah, so let's say, and then to handle the visibility, I'm gonna wrap this widget into a widget called visibility. With that, you can handle the visibility of any widget. So I'm gonna select if authentication type sign up. So that's the Boolean statement. You must be aware of the logical operator equal. It's gonna check if it's a sign up, then this will be visible if sign up is true, otherwise it's gonna be false. And I'm gonna do same for that button. So I'm gonna wrap this sign up button into visibility, and I'm gonna handle if it's visible. So sorry, yeah, I'm gonna just copy that same condition there. So if it's a sign up screen, then it's gonna be visible, otherwise it will be hidden. So by default is sign in. I'm gonna reload the app and see if it hides confirm password or not. As you can see, because by default it's sign in, so it's hidden. And now I want to change the view. So let's add another text message to handle if user is on trying to sign in. We're gonna change the value and show him sign up, otherwise user can sign in. So I'm gonna add a text here. So I'm gonna handle this, that if authentication type, so if it's sign in, then it's gonna show that create an account. Otherwise, if it's gonna say already have an account, sign up. So we've added another text. And it doesn't look that good, so I'm gonna add some styling into that. So what style takes is value of text style, so I'm gonna add text style. So let's see what are the possible values here. You can change color, you can change background color, font weight, style. So I'm gonna do like font weight is font weight as it can be bold or italic. I'm gonna make it bold. Or let's see if there's an option. There's no option for underline here, so I'm gonna leave it. So there must be options for underline and color. Let's make it colors dot blue. And yeah, it's changed now. And now we're gonna try adding a click listener here. So it doesn't have a click listener option. Text doesn't provide an option for click listener. See, whenever you are using a widget where you want to add a listener and you don't find an option, so you can wrap that inside a widget, and that's called gesture detector. So with that, you can use on tap. And for now, I'm gonna leave it empty, or let's use the same one. I'm gonna add a new function, void change view, and that takes a parameter authentication type, and I'm gonna leave so I'm gonna add it into a set state. So what I'm gonna do, like I'm gonna update the value with authentication type here. So as you know, whenever it calls test state, it's gonna run all these conditions and see whether user is signed in or sign up. So based on that, it's gonna show the relevant kind of, like you can say, relevant views. So now let's try to, oh no, wait, we haven't called this. So, and authentication type. So what's gonna be authentication type here? I'm just gonna change it. If authentication type, if it's sign in, then I'm gonna pass sign up else I'm gonna pass this parameter. Sorry. Oops. So now I need to wrap this in brackets and call this function because we need to add a parameter. So it's just gonna change the value, and I believe like I do not need to add the validator as well, because see what's gonna happen, like it might be invisible but the validator will still be working. So I'm just gonna add a condition like if authentication type is equal to authentication type dot sign in, then it's gonna return null. You can obviously improve it and make it better by just wrapping this condition inside them, but I'll just make a separate one. I don't want the user to check the length if a user is trying to sign in. So let's run this now and see if it's working. So now user is on the login screen. I'm gonna press create an account, and you can see when I press create an account it changes to the text because it runs the set state, and set states runs over all the authentication type parameters, and based on that it changes the values. So already have an account, sign up, otherwise sign in. I'm gonna press this again and it's showing login. One thing you might have noticed, like when user is trying to sign up, the login screen is still with the login button is still visible. So I want to handle the visibility of login button as well. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna wrap this into visibility, and let's copy this. But here I want to hide the login button only when authentication type is sign in. So I'm gonna change it to sign in. So now what's gonna happen, like when it's selected sign in, then login button will be visible, otherwise it's not. So I'm gonna hot reload it again, create an account. So that's all for now. If you like this video, then subscribe to my channel, like the video, and if you have any questions please ask me in comment section. I'll be posting the GitHub repository into the description of this video. If you have any questions, you feel free to ask. Thank you for your time. Thanks for watching my video. Stay safe and stay healthy.